Hello and welcome back to the Bodcast. It is episode 54. I am here and Carrie is here. She may be asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know why, it's not late.
Oh, I know, I'm just really tired at the moment and I don't know why. But yeah, so Ian's in charge today.
So, lucky me.
Yeah, lucky them.
So today we will be talking about LegoCon.
Yay!
Which, for anyone who missed it, it's a virtual Lego conference. I'll just wait for you to finish yawning, it's fine. So it was meant to be 2 hours, it ended up being 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which is a bit confusing.
You think they'd have a schedule and you think they'd be able to stick to it?
I don't know. But so in some ways it's just a big 2.5 hour long advert for Lego.
Yes, very much so.
It is aimed at families, although I think what that means is it's aimed at kids.
Yeah.
And they went through most of the popular themes.
They did Friends, Harry Potter,
Ninjago.
Star Wars, Ninjago. They didn't do any Monkey Kid, did they?
I didn't watch all of it.
Yeah, same. So maybe we're not the best people to talk about this. They did the art stuff. They did Mario.
Yeah, they didn't do the art stuff in great detail. They just went, here's some new sets.
Right.
I don't remember seeing any city stuff, but that could have been near the start.
Did they have any Duplo or Disney?
Don't remember seeing any.
Minecraft was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They also
so-
had building. They had like the big 90th celebration cake where they were building sets into it.
And was that the Lego Masters people doing that?
Yes, but I don't know which Lego Masters people.
I think one of the series that we've not seen. Must be the
But it
most
was
recent one.
introduced by the
Host?
Lego designer who did Lego Masters UK and the one who did Lego Masters US.
How do you not know his name? What can I?
'Cause
Matthew Ashton.
Matthew Ashton.
Yeah, you should. Like, as a Lego fan, you should know his name.
I'm useless with names.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm sleepy, so that's why I do.
Yeah. And the American version.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is.
See?
There's Lego Brickmaster Amy.
Yeah.
And Brickmaster.
Jamie?
Yeah, I think it's Amy and Jamie.
Amy and Jamie.
Yeah.
If
So-
not, it should be.
No, I think it is. But he's not American, is he?
I don't know.
Well, Brickmaster Amy's English, isn't she?
Oh, isn't she Scottish?
Sorry,
Ooh.
British. Oh, okay, sorry. She's from our island, is what I meant.
Yeah.
She's not from Ireland. Oh, it's confusing. I really need to get some sleep. Moving on. Sorry,
Yeah.
Brickmaster Amy. And all Scottish people.
So there were lots of reveals on it, but then there were also some cases where it wasn't reveals, they were just showing sets that had been out. We knew up front what was going to be revealed roughly. Like we knew there
Right.
would be a Marvel reveal, which
Okay,
most
yeah.
people had thought was Sanctum Sanctorum. I think the Star Wars one, they weren't sure what the reveal was going to be. Harry Potter, we knew we weren't going to get reveals, and yet a lot of people were upset that we didn't get a reveal.
Yeah, they did say up front, like, there'll be a Harry Potter segment. I think people were disappointed by the Harry Potter segment.
Yeah.
I mean, we were watching via a watch party. So there was a lot of talking over LegoCon, which I'm not upset about because I feel like made it a bit more palatable.
Yeah.
As an adult watching it, it meant that there was a level of conversation to make it more interesting for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. As you said, it was aimed at kids. Really, we were watching it for the reveals.
Yeah.
And so we didn't need to hear really what the people were saying. Watching the reveals and hearing other people's thoughts on the reveals
Yeah.
was the more interesting way of
Yeah,
doing it.
exactly. So I think that worked well. I know there were watch parties last year, but I don't think anyone that we then tuned into.
I think last year I watched Holly's watch party on it.
I don't think I watched it at all last year. I think maybe I was looking after the kids
Could have been.
whilst you were like hiding watching it. Or
I
something.
don't know how I was watching it.
Or maybe you watched it back. I never have time to watch things.
No, I'm pretty sure I watched it live. I just
Without
don't
me.
know.
Rude.
So this year there were a lot less technical issues. So this year it was done through YouTube rather than going through Lego's own streaming system that they had, which just couldn't cope.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that last year.
No.
Maybe they thought they had the capability. They didn't realise how. Certainly last year, because everyone was still pandemic-y, people wanted to go to things and couldn't, and then it was annoying that they couldn't go to that.
Yeah.
And then when they did get in, it was disappointing. So it was an overall feel of rubbishness last year. Whereas this year, I think
maybe they hadn't activated the live streaming and were hit by the you have to wait 24 hours thing.
Yeah, that catches a lot of people out.
It does.
And also, sometimes on YouTube, you'll activate it and then it still doesn't work because then wants you to activate it again or something.
Is it something like
if you
don't actually live stream within a certain amount of activating, it times out kind of thing?
Yeah, that's frustrating though, isn't it?
But yeah, so I think... So I've heard people say that, one, it's too long, all they want are the reveals.
Yeah, but people... That's just give me all the good bits.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't think just showing the reveals would be interesting for the kids.
Yeah.
So if they're aiming it at the kids, they can't do that. I've also heard people complain that all people are watching it for is the reveals. They should be watching the whole thing and it should be more engaging. But again, it's meant to be engaging for the kids, not for the adults.
Some of the dad jokes were... No, they were bad, weren't they?
They were
pretty bad. Yeah. It definitely wasn't aimed at adults. And I think we just care about the reveals. So it's hard to be engaged with that. Because we know, like, certainly in our watch party, we're looking at the people hosting it, thinking, we probably know more about Lego than you do.
Yeah.
So engaging with them is hard.
Yeah.
Because you kind of feel like they're just being paid to read an auto cue.
Yeah.
And therefore, then that's not engaging for an actual fan, is it? So that's the issue.
Yeah, but I think one of the reasons why it was so much better this year to last year is that there were reveals in it that hadn't been leaked.
So there was the Avatar was the other thing. They announced a new theme.
Yes.
So they did a lot better job about keeping things from being revealed, apart from specifically Avatar.
So Avatar was the one that was leaked beforehand, and Star Wars had kind of.
Oh, we'd seen a very blurry
pictures of one of the two sets that they revealed.
Yeah,
I think. And
kind of with the Avatar thing, that was revealed because it went on sale in Walmart. Is that right? Or Target, or one or the other.
Isn't there something about they were hacked or something?
Mm-hmm. But they went after people for that.
Yes. Which is wrong. And they could be sued for it.
What, taking down people's videos?
Yeah, doing copyright strikes that are false can get you sued. If it can be shown that they're doing it for malicious reasons, or which in this case it is, you're taking down a video because you don't want that video to be there, not you're taking it down because there's a copyright violation.
Right.
So, but it all varies which state the person is in. If it's in the US, UK law's very different. It's
so specifically our law then, if we'd put up a video showing those pictures and they'd taken it down, would they have been in the wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no foundation for a copyright strike at all.
Yeah, because it's not like, well, why?
What do you mean why?
In my sleepy state, explain to me why it's not a copyright strike. Because that's copyrighted information, right? That they haven't released.
No.
No?
No. Once it's been publicly released, it's been publicly released.
But they didn't do it.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
They can go after the original person.
That took their information.
And they can try and get compensation if they think they've lost anything from that.
So it's like your place of work, you tell me something and then I tell someone else. I'm not in trouble, but you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
Okay. If it was considered, the different categorisations of data, and if it was considered confidential, then that's a completely different matter. And so you will see that a lot of things where they've got pictures and it's got a confidential stamp over the top of it, those can get taken down.
Right. Okay. I think that's where I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't it wasn't marked as confidential.
No.
So therefore, yeah. Okay. So what do people do about that?
I don't know.
Should they fight back those copyright strikes?
They can try.
Does it matter now that? What's the point of them getting that video back now? That they actually managed to do the reveal, apart from dragging Lego's name through the mud for being naughty.
So I don't know what would happen if there were enough cases of it going against Lego, whether they could actually have their ability to impose copyright strikes revoked through YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Lego have ridiculous amounts of money and a ridiculous number of lawyers, so it would be very hard to actually do anything about it.
Maybe they should put some of that money into the website. Just
Maybe.
still complaining about last week's annoyingness.
But yeah, so I think they've shown that they can do a good job of stopping too many leaks. I mean, there were still things that we knew. Well,
we already knew all of the costumes from the CMF.
Yes.
Like, written details. We just hadn't seen them.
Yeah.
And even then, we saw 3 at LegoCon, and then they showed us the whole lot by mistake afterwards.
In the thumbnail.
Which was just stupid. Yeah, they're a bit special.
They are.
It's like right hand not talking to left hand most of the time, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm glad they showed us, because I like to see the CMFs and get excited about them. Yay, CMFs!
Yeah. It was weird that they only showed us 3.
Yeah. Although I only remember seeing 2.
Yeah.
But they'd shown 3 in the picture, like they blacked out some in the picture on the Lego website.
Yes.
But I don't remember seeing the robot. I saw the reindeer and the boat dude.
Yeah.
But again, like, we're watching via a watch party, so even though all the people in the watch party were quite small, it's still, you're watching a screen within a screen, which is slightly smaller.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time I'm watching it with chat, so you can't see much.
Yeah, we missed the start, but I don't know how much there would have been in the start. I don't think they'd done any CMFs at that point.
No, I think they did the CMFs just all at once,
Yeah.
but I couldn't physically see it. I think I was also trying to watch the children at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's I guess that's the problem, is it's aimed at families, therefore it's on at a time where families can watch. But if your family is too young to care, but you're an adult fan of Lango. Oh my goodness, I need to go to bed. If you're an adult fan of Lango, then of Lego, then you have responsibilities.
Yeah.
And can't watch.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
But I mean, trying to say it was at the right time for families. It was being watched all around the world.
That's true.
So, you know.
I mean, we could have watched it outside of the watch party, and then it might have been more acceptable to watch with our kids.
That's true.
The fact that we watched it with a watch party of adults who
and not
weren't
necessarily
very good at censoring themselves,
Yeah.
That made it harder to watch with the kids.
Yes.
A bit more fun.
Yeah.
So what can they improve for next year?
I don't know. I think what they did was fairly good. I don't think there's any obvious area that they need to improve on. Obviously, you've got that they could try and do one without any leaks.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But that's going to be a challenge.
Oh, there was the castle. We didn't even talk about the castle.
Yeah, we're not talking about the castle yet.
Okay.
Some people were saying that they didn't do a great job of showing off some of the new sets. So, like,
with their funny camera, where they did close-up cam with the shakiest hand ever.
Yeah.
And blurriest picture. Yeah, I don't think they did a great job.
But so also things like the spaceship.
I didn't see the spaceship.
Celebration of the spaceship. I think they very briefly mentioned that it's a 3-in-1 set.
Right.
But they didn't make a big deal about that. And so some people are saying that they actually prefer the other builds kind of thing. So it'd be good to show all of that and talk about that a bit more.
But are they're trying to give a broad overview of everything they want to show you, because it might not appeal to everyone.
Yeah.
So to go into detail about everything, it would be twice as long.
Mm.
And half the people would then turn off. Like, oh, I don't care about this. I don't care about this.
But it wouldn't have been hard to have the 3 different
No, you're
ones
right.
built and
Well,
go,
maybe they only had one copy of the set.
maybe.
You know, you can't build all 3 at once. Just in
That's
case
true.
people think that. Here's the disclaimer. The 3-in-1, it's only one at a time.
Yeah.
Just feel that's an important thing to mention. And sometimes, if you buy 2 sets, still not even able to get 3.
I know.
Yeah, it's very upsetting.
Sad.
Yeah. I feel like you're patronising me.
Very much so.
Okay, moving on. Castle.
Well, no, so we were talking about what
sorry.
they can improve. So the other thing that some people have mentioned, I think this was first brought up by Nicole, aka Lady McBrick. She mentioned on the London Calling before it, saying that what she hoped to see was more talk about what they're doing in sustainability.
Yeah, some of their company
inclusion,
values and things.
And all of those kind of things. They very briefly mentioned
Yeah, a little bit of a factory
using
tour. And
sugar cane for doing parts and how many elements they've now got that running for.
Oh, did they? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, but it was like literally one sentence on it.
Right.
So, yeah, they could do more on that and really push for it.
Yeah.
Because we've heard people talk about the plastic being made from plants and go, oh, it's weaker or it's not as good. Where they are chemically identical.
Yeah, people don't understand it enough. You just assume that you've changed something, it must be worse.
Yeah. So if you consider plastic comes from oil. Oil comes from organic matter that has
Decayed?
decomposed and then under large amounts of pressure over a huge amount of time. So what you're doing is you're trying to get to the plastic directly from the organic matter.
Yeah.
So you're still trying to get to the same plastic at the end of it.
Yeah.
But obviously if you test pieces, you're likely to have some kind of bias because you're clearly doing it because you expect it to be weaker.
Yeah.
So any kind of test is going to be flawed. And we've also seen that there are other things that change how, fragile a brick is.
Like the amount of dye.
The amount of dye. When they switched, they brought in a policy in their factories that all of the dyes had to be safe to handle.
Oh, okay.
So they've always had that the dyes have to be safe so that if a child eats a Lego brick, they don't get poisoned from the dye. But some of them were pretty toxic when they were handling them in the factories still.
How many children eat Lego bricks?
Loads.
I guess the little studs are quite easy to swallow. Another top tip, don't eat Lego. I've tried it. It's not tasty.
Yeah. But yeah, so they decided that to make the factories safer and healthier, they wanted dyes that were non-toxic to handle.
Right.
And that changed things. That's why greens, they particularly had problems with, was it the Lamborghini that was green?
The lime green?
Yeah, and they had parts that didn't quite match, and that was because getting the safe dyes was harder, and so therefore they had to allow more variety in colour differentiations.
In case you wondered why I was giggling then, I was just thinking that you're turning yourself into like a human stud shooter. And then that was just a mental image that made me giggle.
Okay.
I just thought I'd share that.
Yeah, so it would be good for them to do more information about that. So what they did do is they did cover a lot of that. I think it was last year. They did
the Lego House one.
Live from Lego House or something.
Yeah.
Where they actually had the head of quality talking about a whole bunch of this stuff, which was really interesting.
So maybe that's the place for that instead of LegoCon.
Yeah, but I think they did that because the normal Lego House days were all cancelled because of the pandemic.
So you kind of want them to continue doing that.
Yeah.
For us poor people who can't go to Lego House.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But you can, even if you're a poor person, you can save up your VIP points to go to Lego House, right? But I'm assuming you then still have to pay for the flights and all that.
Yes.
So you still have to be not poor.
Yeah.
Okay. So the castle.
Also, having to
talk about the castle. No. I want to talk about the castle.
Having to fly out to Billund to find out about what they're doing to improve the environment is slightly...
Oh, ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me all about your green stuff. Oh, yeah, I did just come over on an airplane just to hear you talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the castle.
Okay, we can talk about the castle.
I woke up a little.
It's always worrying.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
It looks really good.
It does.
It's got a fantastic looking queen with an awesome cape. I just think the cape looks really cool.
Yep.
And I like it, and I want it.
It is weird that there's no king. So there were
We
theories,
don't have a king.
There were theories that you would get a king in the CMF series, or there'd be some other way to get a king to add to it.
Just get a male head and get 2 copies of... Yeah, buy 2 of this amazingly large set.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have a queen. No, we definitely have a queen. We don't have a king. So you can have a castle without a king.
Yeah, you can.
So, just deal with it.
I don't know whether in medieval times you could have had a castle without a king.
What's the medieval time period? Like, what's that class as?
Oh, I don't know the exact range. From like 500 to 1500.
When were the Tudors and Stuarts?
They were a bit after that. Were they 17th century? So this is what I'm trying to work out, when the change to allow queens, or whether we've always had it. I don't know.
I also don't know.
I'm
sure someone will know though. They'll let us know.
Will.
That's the nice thing. I like it when people answer our questions.
Yeah.
What else can I ask them? No, sorry, moving on.
Yeah, so the castle's good. I think some people are arguing it's a bit expensive. It seems okay value, and considering the price that we will get it for is the price that it said now, it's not going to go up in the price rises.
Yay!
Whereas a lot of the other sets you might be comparing it to will be going up.
Boo.
So this makes it a bit harder to judge.
Yeah, I asked if you thought it was going to be better, or if you thought it was better than what you're currently creating in your 7-in-1 castle project. I think you said no.
Yeah.
But you still like it.
Yeah, still good.
Cool.
I just like that our castle is being built from all these other castles, and so it shows all the different aspects of not just different castles but different themes.
Am I right in thinking this new castle is more bricky than panelly?
It looks to be.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I
know. I'm going to assume there'll be the 1x4x3 panels and stuff to make up the walls, but not the big panels that you used to get in castle sets.
And did I read that 20 minifigures?
Yep.
A lot of minifigures.
Yeah. Including like a classic wizard.
A classic wizard.
Yeah.
And there's the Lion Knights make up the higher number of knights, but then there's also the Black Falcons in there as well.
Yep.
So you can have some baddies and some goodies.
Yeah.
And horses.
This is it. This isn't the start of a castle theme.
No goat.
So with a castle theme, you would buy the
baddies set,
good guys castle,
set,
and then the bad guys would have a castle or a hideout or something, and so you'd join them together, and that's when you'd have the battles.
Yeah, because that's the thing I'm a little bit sad about. When I bought you the castle back when we started doing Lego New Year's tradition, I bought you the King's Castle.
Yeah.
But we never bought any of the baddie sets.
Yeah.
I guess we weren't trying to play, were we? We were just trying to have fun building.
Yeah.
So we don't have any baddies. No baddies, apart from the ones that come in CMFs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So this is you need everything in the one set because that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that there's rumours of another castle. And there's a Forestman gift with purchase.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's the only set.
Yeah. Are the Forestman goodies or baddies?
Whatever you want them to be.
Oh, yeah, of course. I don't like it when there's not a clear instruction. Well, I can make it work.
Okay, that's good to know.
I think because they're green, and green is good, because it's all sustainable and earthy and loveliness, then they're goodies. That's what I've decided.
Okay.
But then they've got black trees. Black trees seem bad. Oh no, I'm sure. I'm unsure. We'll say they're good baddies.
So racist towards trees.
Black trees are bad because they look dead.
Right. Okay.
Not because they're black. Have you ever seen a black tree and gone, "Oh, that looks like the healthiest tree I've ever seen"? No, you go, "That looks dead. Bad tree." Oh no, someone set fire to the tree. Dead tree. Right, moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've summed up LegoCon.
I think we have.
What was your favourite reveal?
The castle.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously we'd already seen sketches based on the description,
Yeah.
which were fairly accurate.
Yeah, because it's not based on the description. It's based on someone seeing the leaked set.
What?
What?
No,
you thought that they
surely
just
not.
read a description somewhere and went, "Oh, let's do an
they got it
interpretation of
purely
it."
from that.
No, they've seen it and they're just drawing it so that they don't get in trouble.
No,
I feel secretly,
no.
based on your face, you knew that. Predictions for next LegoCon. What do you think the big reveal is going to be at next LegoCon?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they're going to do the relaunch of Elves.
The relaunch of Elves.
It's going to be 10 new Elves sets, and it's going to be amazing.
I don't know. We need something to replace Friends.
Is Friends going?
So it's a slightly weird thing. They've not really explained what's going on with Friends.
Yeah. Like, that's
So the
I need
main
to go back and rewatch
characters
that.
are all leaving.
What? Is that what they said? Because
think
I didn't
so.
hear that part.
I think that's what they said, that they were leaving Heart Lake City. And so I don't know whether Friends continues with a new set of main characters.
The girls will be really sad.
They will.
Okay.
They'll cope.
I might need to look this up a bit more, because
Yeah.
that one I care about.
But Ninjago's also maybe?
Well, yeah. It said finale,
Yeah.
but then I thought they said they'd renewed it for ages. Or was that something else? Oh,
I don't know.
now I'm not sure how I feel.
Yeah.
I thought LegoCon was good. Now I feel like it's left too many questions. I think next LegoCon they should just be a bit more upfront and clear with us on things.
Okay.
Maybe a phone-in. That's what they should do for next LegoCon. A Q&A session.
I heard someone talking about... were you watching the Friends section?
Well, I was, but I wasn't hearing it clearly.
Okay. But they had pictures of people with the sets.
Right.
So it was like, young kids and a Friends set.
Mm-hmm.
Had loads of those. And Emma Saurus had a Friends set.
Ah, because she likes friend sets. And people know who she is.
Yes.
You think she stuck out like a sore thumb?
So
Not
some
being a
people were
kid.
going, were they trying to troll Emma Saurus?
There was a lot of trolling, I feel, at LegoCon. Because they had the Star Wars people wearing the Razor Crest t-shirts. What else did they do? There was another
Didn't
element.
they do the Harry Potter one in front of the train?
Yeah, but then they didn't show the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did seem to know what they were doing in that regard. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, remember you're in charge of this episode, so you get to wrap up as well.
Okay. Always fun.
I'm just going to have a little snooze, okay?
Okay. Try not to snore over the outro. So, if you want to catch any of the previous episodes, you can
No,
find
you
them.
have to do it properly.
What?
You have to ask a relevant question based on the episode, and I'll say, let us know in the comments.
Okay. So, what did you think of LegoCon? What are you hoping from next year? And how bad is Carrie's snoring? Leave your comments below. And if you want to check out any of the previous episodes of the podcast, Carrie will link them up now. You can also find them in the show notes on various streaming sites. If you do use one of the streaming sites, do remember to interact with it on there so we can actually work out whether anybody ever uses them. And if you can't find a way of contacting us on there, or you have, but we've completely ignored you because we have no idea how to get the comments, find us on Instagram. Carrie's on Instagram as the Bods. I'm on Instagram as Ian Brickbod. And if you talk to me, I'll ignore you. So talk to Carrie.
Now you have to say goodbye.
Oh, is that what that gesture is?
Wow, this has gone
I
wrong.
didn't think that's what it was at all.
This is why we don't have the camera on.
Yep. So, hopefully we'll catch you next week for the next instalment of the podcast. Until then, goodbye.
Bye!